Hello guys, and today is another video from me, Ragman. But today, I want to do a different topic. I want to do something about football, and at that case, I have come here to do a video about the Premier League. Who's going to finish top five of the Premier League? As of now, uh, the top five teams are first is Chelsea with 33 points, then is Man City with 32 points, and then Liverpool with 31 points. Top three looks really fiery, but I think Liverpool is going to win the league, but you never know. This is such a secret. You have West Ham, you have on West Ham on fourth position with 24 points, and then you have Arsenal with fifth position, Europa League as always for Arsenal. They're in also fifth position with 23 points. Those are top five, and I'm going to discuss the five teams I think will win the Premier League, or maybe just have a chance of winning the Premier League. So without further ado, let's start. Man, we have a lot to talk here. So now, first thing we've been talking about is Liverpool. The Liverpool squad has been amazing. Their goal scoring prowess. They have scored the most goals, which I think is 43. I think so. I think they have 43 goals at this time. The number one goals in any club for this season. They have 43 goals, which is they're a goal scoring machine, man. I think they might even have a chance to win the UCL. You never know. So I think Liverpool will finish first. Mohamed Salah is on a roll, and if you talk about the last fixture, well, Liverpool are looking just amazing, man. They're a goal scoring machine. First, starting off with a beautiful strike from Jordan Henderson, 9th minute, and then Mohamed Salah to make it 2-0 to Liverpool in the 19th minute, and then Gray not equalized, but he pulled one back for Everton, and then another goal from Mohamed Salah in the 64th minute, and a brilliant goal from Diogo Jota in the 79th minute, which makes it 4-1 to Liverpool. And if you talk about the stats today, oh man, 16 shots from Liverpool, 7 on target, and possession 69 for percent for Liverpool, while 31 for Everton. And then you can see the rest. PSG, I mean, sorry, not PSG. Of course, they're very bad. So you can see the other stats. You go in Google and search, but or you can see it on screen right here. It's just complete chaos. It's complete chaos for Everton that day. Liverpool dominated the game, and with that, let's move on to our second team. Okay, our second team here is going to be Chelsea. Chelsea, which I think is going to finish. Man, it's very tough. I think Chelsea will finish. I don't know, man. I mean, so hard to predict. I think Chelsea will finish second, maybe. I'm thinking that because of luck. I think Chelsea are gonna finish second. Number one, Liverpool. I'm backing Liverpool as always. And the last game was a very lucky win against Watford. 2-1 win. Uh, First, Mount opened the scoring at the 38th minute, and then Bonaventure for Watford equalized right before halftime at 44 minutes, and then Ziyech pulled off the winner in the 72nd minute. Ziyech, and then it was a really lucky match for Chelsea here. I have to say, and let's look at the stats. So, man, Watford, they should have won this game. They had 14 shots, they had 6 on target, and Chelsea had 8 shots and only 4 on target. So only half of the shots for Chelsea were on target, and Watford, they had more shots, but they had more shots on target and more shots too. Possession, it's very close, man. It's 49 for Watford, 51 just tipping over the bar for Chelsea there. And then the other stats are also in, I guess you could say both favors. So that's the review for Chelsea now. My opinion on Chelsea is I had high expectations. After winning the Champions League, I thought they were going to wreck Europe again. Just like in 2012, they were going to wreck Europe again, I thought. But they started with a draw against Manchester United where they should have thrashed them 5-0 or 3-0, in my opinion. But yeah, it is what it is. And now Chelsea, that was topsy-turvy match. So yeah, that's for Chelsea. Manchester City. Again, Manchester City going on the same route as Chelsea, but not a dominated game here. Dominated game was for Manchester City. The latest match was against Aston Villa, which is very good, which was really good. Ruben Diaz scored a great connection goal to and then also great strike from Bernardo Silva just before halftime to make it 2-0. Both were just amazing strikes, out of the world strikes. And then uh, Ollie Watkins, I think so. Ollie Watkins, is that Ollie Watkins? And yeah, it is Watkins. It is, and yeah. So they did it in the 47th minute. It's 2-1 win to Manchester City, but we should look at the stats here. Manchester City shot 17. Aston Villa had 9 shots on target. 9 shots, sorry, it's 9 shots, not on target. Aston Villa had 3 shots on target. Manchester City had 7 shots on target. And then, as always, Pep Guardiola doing his thing. 64% possession, normal enough. And then 36% possession for Aston Villa. And then the other stats, as you can see here, yeah, those don't matter much, but yeah, still they dominated the game. That's what it. That's what the main thing is, isn't it? So moving on to our next team, it's gonna be Manchester United. I think they're gonna finish fourth. I think they'll qualify just for the Champions League next season because Ralph Rangnick is coming and no more Ole. No more Ole, guys. I'm sad now as a Barcelona, as a Messi fan. I don't want Cristiano to do too much, but I mean, it's reasonable, right? I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's only a draw. In the last game against Chelsea, they had a draw. Seals the deal. Manchester United fans will be very happy. Yeah, they were lucky because they didn't, lose. They were lucky because they didn't lose, and that's the thing. And let's take a look at the match in general. It was 1-1. Jadon Sancho scoring his first Man United goal. I mean PL goal, that is. He had 2 goals this season for Manchester United. One in the Champions League, one in the PL, Premier League, that is. And in the 69th minute, one of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think so, he was trying to clear the ball, but instead he kicked the feet of I don't know whom, but yeah, he instead kicked the feet of someone, and then yeah, and then there was a penalty in the box, and then Jorginho just made it. He just calmly composed penalty into the box. That's gonna be draw to Chelsea. 69th minute, Jorginho, good penalty. That was 1-1 draw. Chelsea were applying pressure, on some times, but yeah, that's my opinions for Chelsea. That is. So yeah. Now look at the stats, my friends. Let's look at the stats. 24 shots, man. 24 shots. Chelsea dominated this game. They dominated not only possession, 66% possession for Chelsea, 34 possession for Man United. But Chelsea, they had 24 shots. They had 6 on target. They only converted only one of the chances. That was a penalty. Manchester United, they were way more clinical. They had 2 shots on target. One of them was a goal. They had 3 shots, actual 3 shots. But yeah, and the rest of the stats you can see in the team stats are but that doesn't matter. Still, Manchester United, they have a good chance of going into the top 4. Now, next team is going to be West Ham. Okay, so sadly, the last results have not been that good. First, a 2-1 loss to Manchester City, and now 1-1 draw against Brighton. Brighton, come on, where is Brighton on the table? Let's see. It's seventh on the table, and you're fourth. You're in UCL qualification, and you managed to draw against Brighton. So my opinion for West Ham isn't that good, but for now I'll say they'll be fifth place. Manchester United will be fourth, while Manchester City will be no, actually, I think Manchester City will be second in the table, third for Chelsea, fourth Manchester United, and fifth West Ham. They've been unexpectedly very good this season. 24 points, fourth place currently as of the day I'm uploading right now. So yeah, okay. Now, um, yeah, that's it for this video. Wait a second, I forgot to mention the stats, guys. I'm very sorry. Yeah, I think I did the same for Liverpool. I didn't put the shots on target kind of review. So let's take a look at the match stats. I mean, the match in general. Okay, the match. So, okay, it was Suzek. I think that was Suzek in the 5th minute. Like scoring a goal, opening the match for West Ham 1-0 lead. Everything was looking good, but Mope, man, what can I say? He just scored a goal in the 89th minute, last minute gasp for Brighton right there. But not too good for West Ham. Their results have not been really good. So that's why I don't expect them to be in the top four, even despite their, unexpectedly great squad. So, yeah. And if you look at the stats right here, I think I think West Ham kind of dominated the game, not in terms of possession. In possession, Brighton were dominating the game. But if you take in shots as like controlling the game, West Ham completely like owned the game. That's it. 14 shots, respectable amount for me. 6 on target, okay, good enough, but you should have scored a goal, but you should have scored two or maybe three, with that amount of shots on target. And then looking on Brighton, on the other hand, they had 9 shots while they had 3 on target. 66% possession for Brighton, while 34% for West Ham. The other stats again, yeah, Brighton dominated the other stats, not the goals, that is. So that is my review for all the top 5 teams in the Premier League, which I think are gonna place like top 5 maybe or something like that. So yeah, that is my review. Hope you guys have a good day and peace. See you later.